I think Ghana is a very lucrative place for businesswomen owners. I think the only thing is that when you have to go into a male-dominated field, having studied electrical engineering, being a girl amongst boys growing up, even with friends and family, it's just be consistent, be firm, be polite, ask for what you want, and keep going. I would say yes, if you really want to do business, or if you have an inkling, try and fail. But Ghana, I think, is a good place to do business as a woman. There are a lot of women entrepreneurs, so many, from the market women to CEOs. So.
Hello everybody, my name is Olalekan Amuso and you're welcome to Just for Women Africa. Here on the show we tell the stories from the African women's perspective, and today on the show we have Ofosua with us.
Yes.
And Ofosua is the CEO of Enoswa's Heart, and she's going to be telling us a lot about that and what she does here on the show. You're welcome to the show, Ofosua.
Thank you, Daniel.
And before we start the show, you know the rules. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And of course, before we start off with the show, we give a shout out, and of course we're always grateful to our host, Tia Coffee House at Airport off the Partition Number Road. You can come here with your families for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Spacious place, nice place to hang out with family, holidays, weekends. Tia Coffee House is the place to be. Officer, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks again. It's good to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you. Nice to have you. All right, can you tell us what about Enoswa's Heart? I mean, first of all, how did you come up with the name of Enoswa's Heart?
Oh goodness, you've just made me excited. I love talking about my name. So Enosia's Heart. Enosia is a contracted form of Eno Ufusia.
Okay.
Eno means mother in a lot of Akan languages.
Okay.
So Enosia is a name I inherited from my grandmother after she passed.
Okay.
A lot of people in my family are called Ufusia. They have titles, Mami, Nana. I don't have one. So my grandma passed, and her children called me and said, we will call you Enosia. So nobody really called me that afterwards, but I really love the name, and that's why I use it for my business name. The heart is actually two words also together. It's heart and art, because at Enosia's Heart, we pour our heart into our art. So everything you do is like right deep within our hearts, with all the passion that we can give. That's what Enosia's Heart means.
Really, I love what you say. Pour your heart into your art.
Yeah. So if
that's nice. That's quite creative.
So if you look at the logo, you find out that the A is always a capital A, and with red.
Yeah, I can see that here.
You can see the art and then the heart. Because we pour our heart into our art. Yes.
Okay, I can see that here. That's quite interesting. Okay, so can you tell us just a little bit about yourself before we dive into exactly what you do?
Sure. I am a woman of many passions. I sometimes wonder why God gave me so much, because I do not have the time of day to do them all. But I really love the fact that I can be creative. I think when God created me, He dropped a bit of His creative side, and I'm really excited about that. So I try and do that in almost everything I do. I also realized some time back that there are not enough Christian-centered gifts in the system. So I'm on a mission to build that industry in Ghana, having local suppliers providing Christian-oriented gifts. And luckily with my talents, I can bring that to life in Enosia's Heart.
Okay. All right, that's quite interesting. So talking about your talents, tell us about your talents. What exactly is your talent, and how does it portray into Enoswa's Heart?
Okay, so I think with Enosia's Heart, I use a lot of me. First of all, I am a project manager by profession. That's what I do in my 9 to 5. But I'm also very creative, and even in project management, I can put people's thoughts, bring it to life, sometimes just on paper, on a sketch platform.
Okay.
That is what I do with Enosia's Heart, bring certain thoughts to life. Most of them are my own, but others are those of my clients.
Okay.
So one of the things I'm really known for are my Bible inspirations. That's what ties back into the Christian-oriented gifts.
Okay.
It normally has 3 parts, if you don't mind me showing something that
Sure.
I have here.
Okay.
So you would have a Bible verse, a sketch, and
Okay.
my own thoughts in that moment. It's not the interpretation of the verse or anything, but in that moment, that's it. So usually find it in 3 parts. Maybe I'll have an image of a sketch, an image in my mind, and I'll try and draw it. Or a verse comes to mind, like, let me think about it some more, and in thinking about it, an image comes to mind. Sometimes I even have a random thought, like, why do we have to forgive? And then I think of a verse that goes with it, and then a sketch would also come to mind. So a lot of times the images come to mind as I listen either to myself or to others, and I try and depict it on paper.
On paper. Okay, so let's talk about what you're holding right now.
Yes.
And I hope the camera can pick this up.
I hope so.
Can you just illustrate to us what's actually here? And
Okay. So this is one of my really early sketches. I've gotten a bit better with the handwriting and all.
Okay.
But this was a time when I just had this epiphany that, if we are created in God's image and we are all different, then God is so like big and diverse that He just handpicked each side of Him. So if you have a talkative person, they got the talkative side of God. If you have a very mathematical person, they got the mathematical side of God. And when He created every single human being that He loves, because He loves all his creation, He was very intentional. So this is talking about when God made each and every one of us. He was intentional and He did not make mistakes. Sometimes you feel like you don't fit, or there's something wrong with you, just let God not make mistakes. And in that, an image came to mind of someone knitting. I think at the time I had a neighbor who knit. So she would take different colors and have a very beautiful piece. So let's say the red is, I don't know, singing, the white is being on your own, and listening to others. It's all these little parts. Even the blue could be waking up early. So you can see all these pieces of me. God knits us together. So the Bible verse that came in mind is, for you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. So God being very intentional. When you're knitting, you just knit. You can make mistakes. You also have to plan your colors.
Sure.
So when He was creating us, He didn't make mistakes. So He can see He's kind of like knitting a human being.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how it is. So a lot of my images, how it's sort of feeling like that.
Okay.
This one doesn't have my colors arranged, but most of the time I would arrange my colors.
Okay, but this has a pen.
This has a pen I used. This was, as I said, one of the really early stages.
Okay.
When I had just gotten my colored pens as a gift.
Okay.
Lovely gift from someone who would not want to be mentioned on this. Yes, and that's where the colored format started. I started with just ink, and then moved into the colors.
Okay,
So-
that's very interesting. So let's talk about what else do you do for Innocence Hearts?
So, for those who have been following me or my page at NOCS Heart, Facebook and Instagram, may have seen a number of things that are going on. But currently, I'm focusing on the Bible inspirations and also digital images like this,
Okay.
or what you see on this mug.
Okay.
What happens is sometimes, like using this, if you were to look for woman with afro wearing shades doing deuces, you may not even find it on Google, and you may really need it for a campaign or your own like personal encouragement, like I have here. Don't fret, girl, you've got this. You really have.
Okay.
So I am the one who draws it for you.
Okay. Okay. So you drew this?
Yes, I drew this.
All right.
I drew this. I drew everything here. So I'm the one who draws it for you and delivers it. If it's for your business, I can give you a soft copy. But if you want it for a gift, or just because you want something that's personalized, I would have it printed with the suppliers that I work with.
Okay.
And yes, have it ready for delivery for you as well. So here you have it on a book. Here you have it on a greeting card. Obviously, you have it on the frame
Frames.
photo. You have a mug. You can even have it on a baby's tea.
So the baby is so look at that. That's cute. All right, at the back, it has Innocence Hearts.
Yes.
Okay, so it's actually printed on the
Yes.
baby's
Yes.
clothes. Okay, that's
Yes.
cute. I don't know if you can see it. I know the white doesn't do so well with the camera, but
I'll send you a shot. You have it on normal t-shirts. What I'm trying to do is to put them in a photo book, so you can have your own personal items of the images that you see. I don't know if I can tell you about how the images started.
Okay, sure. Please do.
So
I'm sure viewers would love to know.
I've always been drawing. I'd always credit my eldest brother for teaching me how to draw. Yes. I remember he was getting a lot of accolades. Like, oh, you know how to draw. And I was just very young. I don't know, 3, 4, 5. No, I wasn't 5, probably 4, 3. One of my earliest memories is telling him that you teach me how to draw. And draw a human face with oval eyes and a nose that's an upside down 7. I can't help but tell that story. But, that's where this drawing started. My life.
So you tapped into his talent.
I tapped in out of jealousy. I tapped in big time, and then I also had a bit of training in primary school and JSS when we had picture making and art. But all other things have probably been self-taught. I've always loved to draw. In 2018, November 2018, I think it was a very stressful time in my life. I had a lot going on. It wasn't a bad time; it was just stressful. And I remember just pouring my heart to God about it, and I saw an image of a woman throwing, like how you throw a bucket of water away when you are when you finish washing, like how people throw it and spread on the grass. I saw it, so I sketched a woman throwing it, and the verse that came to me was, "Cast your burdens onto God, for He cares for you." I think it's one of the epistles of Peter.
Okay.
And that's where it started. And I posted it, and I was like, "Oh, I like it," and stuff like that. That's why I started drawing again. I posted a few more, and then very soon I was posting every day, almost sketching every day. I did that for most part of 2019, 2020, some part of 2021, but now I try and post weekly every Thursday. Just a shot of what I've done. It's just a very nice time. Now I can do that for other people as well. So you have an image that you have come to mind that can help you find a verse to match it, sketch it out for you, or even a verse you love, can ask you a few questions and sketch that out for you. So that's what I'm even doing now for my Mother's Day promo.
Oh really?
Yes.
Mother's Day is around the corner. I think when is it? May 8th or 9th?
May 8th, yes.
May 8th, yeah.
It takes a while to get all this sorted out and then printed and then delivered. So I'm running a promo from now to the 8th of May. If you contact me, I'll listen to you. If you have any of the images that you fancy, I can have it printed on any of the items I have. These things, what's not here is a hoodie, a jigsaw puzzle. There are a few more items. If you follow my page, they'll all be there.
I'm sure viewers can see the pictures on right now as we talk.
And then if you want something really customized for your mom, I think gifts should be thoughtful and special, especially for those who really want to send a personal message. I will listen to you, maybe your mom's favorite verse, or maybe a picture you want to share, or your mom's favorite scene. I'll give an image, some words, and have that designed for you and printed on any of the items that I have available for the Mother's Day promo.
That's quite interesting. So you do all this, of course, they come at a price, which
yes, they do.
Various prices, which maybe you tell the clients when they do contact you.
Yes. When they contact me, so there are prices on Facebook and Instagram. That's the starting price. So normally that is for an image that already exists. That would be the base one. For customization, it depends. Somebody wants something very simple. Somebody wants something more complex. Maybe they want a picture of their mom with all the shadows and tints. That's a lot of work, so that will go into the price. But you would obviously see the prices on Instagram and Facebook. And then you can just give me a call. We'll talk, and we'll pick it up from there.
All right. So, how long have you been doing this for?
Drawing for goodness, I can probably say more than 30 years. So I was really young, still I'm young, but yes. But for this particular kind of NOCAC Bible inspiration, probably since November 2018, that's when I did the first post, and then it kicked off from there. 2 years ago. For these particular ones, I think I've always been frustrated not being able to find my images that work. Or you find one and there's this whole copyright thing on it, so I'll draw it myself. Like, you can have a few PowerPoints where I just drew things and put it there because I couldn't find the right clear parts. So that I can't really tell, maybe since I started using PowerPoint computers, so that would be a long time ago. So I don't know, more than 15 years ago. So I've been drawing for quite a bit. But this Bible inspiration in this format, clearly from November 2018, this is when it kicked off.
Okay. All right. So you've been doing this basically from 2018 to now. What has been some of your challenges? I mean, having to work as an entrepreneur, as a woman, bringing out your talent onto paper, I mean, bringing the digital world, printing. What are some of the challenges you go through?
Many. So the key challenge, I'll say from top of my mind, first challenge has been time. Just the sheer time to invest in this and pour out my heart. Sometimes I'll sacrifice sleep just because I have an image I really want to draw.
Okay.
Because I work full time as well.
Okay.
Also, another challenge has been finding the right kind of suppliers. Thankfully, I have some now, but in the beginning it was crazy. When it comes to prints, things come in like 10, 100 pieces, 50 pieces for just one print.
Yeah.
I love to have personalized gifts, so it's really important that I find suppliers that just do one print. You can print one notebook, you can print one mug, you can print only one t-shirt.
Yeah.
So that's been a challenge, and for suppliers who can do consistently, and these things are quite expensive, so sometimes the prices change very frequently, so that's also another thing. One day it costs this, another day it costs another. But yeah, I think the main two things was time, and then suppliers who can be consistent and work with these kind of orders. Another one is probably just being able to put myself out there.
Okay.
And put myself out there the right way. So that has been a challenge, because obviously nobody knows you, they cannot buy from you. So being consistent about that, or that also comes with time. Those would be my main challenges.
Okay. Alright guys, but here still on the show with Just for Women Africa, we have Ofusua Ama with us, CEO of Enosua Hats, and she's explained to us how she got started. And I'll be giving out another shout out to Abba Andor of Oveni GH. She makes lovely cakes. You can contact her for your cakes, weddings, parties, anything. You can find her on Instagram at oveni_gh. Contact her and just say, you got your details from Just for Women Africa. I'm sure she'll give you a discount. Okay, can you tell us what's the future for Enosua Hats?
The future is bigger than what I'm about to say because it keeps evolving. But I think I want to make with Enosua Hats, there's a lot more coming. I mean, think cakes, you see that one day. Think fashion, you see that one day. We've seen a hint of it before. Even think personal care items, you see that too. With these, for this particular thing, I want to be able to give businesses tailored solutions when it comes to designs, especially because you may get people to piece things together but not necessarily create artwork for you. That's just for your business. I want to also be able to see gift items commonplace, personalized gift items commonplace in Ghana. There are a few people around who are doing it, and that's great, and I also want to add my quota to the industry. So what's big, what's soon is that you'll see Enosua all over, and some of the viewers will be probably one of the first few owners of an Enosua item before it just blows up and is everywhere. Yes.
Now that's really fantastic. All right, so we spoke about your business and how you got started with Enosua Hats, and let's just change it a little bit and let's talk about, it's a woman's show, and I'm sure that as a woman in Africa, I'm sure you go through challenges, there are things that you struggle with. What's your opinion about doing business in Ghana? Do you think it's something everyone should strive to do?
I wouldn't say every woman, because not every woman wants to go into business.
Okay.
But if you do, please do. Do not let the initial comments drag you back. Sometimes people want to protect us as women, so you're like, oh, don't put your face out there, or do it this way, it's safer. What you really desire, do it and keep doing it. I think Ghana is a very lucrative place for business women owners. I think the only thing is that when you have to go into a male-dominated field, having studied electrical engineering, being a girl amongst boys growing up, even with friends and family, it's just be consistent, be firm, be polite, ask for what you want, and keep going. I would say yes, if you really want to do business, or if you have an inkling, try and fail. But Ghana, I think, is a good place to do business as a woman. There are a lot of women entrepreneurs, so many, from the market women to CEOs. So please, I think, just put in the work. Ask for help when you need it, and I'm sure you succeed. And it's a very big market, so yeah, bring your idea, and very soon just be consistent and you'll fly.
Okay, so basically what you can say is that the environment and policies implemented by government encourages women basically to do business, unlike other African countries.
For the kind of business I do, yes. I haven't yet met a regulation or know of one that really hampers the work I do.
Okay.
Obviously, get your business registered, pay your taxes, get advice. I think that is helpful, because sometimes we just get up, buy and sell, but get advice. I may not know all the policies, but ask. I personally do not know any that really hinders people right now. There is the general prejudice.
Okay.
Downright. I mean, even working with some certain suppliers, you find out that I'd ask a question and they may talk down on me till I just keep going at what I want. Like, oh, this woman knows her stuff. So you're probably the best expert of what you're doing. I mean, at least when it comes to your business, you are the expert. So believe that and work like that. You find out that more and more people would be won over. It may be a bit harder society-wise. And I feel just because it's a human institution behind the policies, you may have a bit of friction if you have to go a bit further. But just be consistent, ask for help when you need it. At least it's worked for me. So I hope it works for everyone else too.
Sure, definitely. So we're about to round up the show, and to our viewers out there who have seen what you do, they love what you do, they want to contact you, can you give out your contact details?
Thank you. Then so it's at NOCS Heart on Facebook and Instagram. If you type at ENOSUAS HEART, I'm sure my name will be somewhere in this show, so you can also copy that. You find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to WhatsApp me, it's +233 2000 92 755 or 02000 92 755. You'll probably find me at the other end of the line. Be nice to chat.
Okay, that's great. All right, so we're about to bring up the show to an end. I'd like you to end the show. I know you have your Mother's Day promotion you want to tell people, so you can use the opportunity to say, and also tell people what you think about Just for Women Africa and why they should subscribe to the channel.
Yes, I'll start the Mother's Day promo. Yes, please reach out to me. It's for a limited time only. I really want to invest in creating bespoke pieces for your mom. So remember, the date is 28th April. Try and reach out to me before then, so I can take my time, create something that you and your mom would love, and get it delivered on or before Mother's Day. So do reach out to me and we'll have a chat. The prices are definitely on my social media pages. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to DM me or send me a WhatsApp. Just for Women. I'm really glad someone we both know recommended that I come on the show. It's a really great thing you're doing. Okay. I think women do not have enough visibility, and if you're a woman entrepreneur, please do not wait to be recommended or contact. Just hit up Just for Women and come on the show as well. I mean, let's see what we are doing. We're doing great things. So yes, let's have it out there. Thanks, Daniel. It's been really great being on this show.
All right, thank you, Professor. Okay, guys, from Ofosa and I to the next show. Subscribe, click, tell a friend who knows a friend, and it is bye.
Bye.